On the east coast of Mexico, in the Yucatan Peninsula, exists an underground, underwater world that blurs the line between fantasy and reality. These sacred underwater formations are believed to be portals to the Mayan underworld, and they served as a life force to the ancient Mayan civilizations, providing limestone-filtered, crystal-clear drinking water. A cenote, by definition, is nothing more than a natural well or sinkhole formed by the collapse of the surface limestone above. But to the people lucky enough to witness some of the thousands of cenotes that carve out the landscape of this region, they are much, much more. A lily pad dream world, a submerged cathedral, a haunted underwater forest, some curious locals. These are just a few of the wonders that attract visitors from all over the world to this one-of-a-kind corner of the globe. A combination of geologic events and climatic change has led to the development of these unique ecosystems. Millions of years ago, the Yucatan Peninsula was a giant reef set under several feet of ocean water. During the last ice age, the ocean level dropped, exposing the reef to the surface. The coral died, and jungle grew over the mile-thick limestone platform created by the coral reef. Fossils found far inland are proof of this, including the remains of camels, giant jaguars, mammoths, sloths, horses, and even some of the oldest human skeletons ever found in North America. Many of the caverns eventually collapsed, and when the Ice Age came to a close 18,000 years ago, the climate of the planet warmed up, the glaciers receded, and the caves flooded as sea levels rose. Traveling and diving around the world on our sailboat for the last 10 plus years, we've seen our fair share of dive sites around the globe, but nothing could prepare us for what we were about to experience in the cenotes. Now, we just had to get there.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
We actually get approached by quite a few companies that ask us to sponsor their videos. Normally, I just flat out turn them down because it seems like in order to do that, it has to be a product that we would normally use on board and we're ready to use on board. And finally, somebody came and talked to us for something that we're using. So we're pretty stoked today for this video to be sponsored by NordVPN. Just this morning, I was actually trying to pay my mom's water bill. And for some reason, because we're not in the US, when I tried to access the site, it just flat out denied me access. I have no idea why, like what's the reason why you wouldn't be able to pay a water bill from outside of the country. I was able to launch the NordVPN client. Really one click, I was able to connect to a server in the US so that when I refresh the web page, voila, now I could finally pay my mom's water bill. So because we're all over the place and connecting to all these dodgy Wi-Fi points, you have no idea who's lurking and what prying eyes are out there. In this day and age, it is absolutely insane to be doing this, putting our YouTube channel passwords, social media account passwords in over the open internet. It's just a silly thing. If you head on over to NordVPN/sailing SV Delos, you can get a special promotion. I think the offer right now is like 4 free months. It costs just $3 a month. And there's a 30-day money-back guarantee, so it's pretty hard to go wrong. All right, thanks for watching, everybody. Really appreciate your time. And now we're gonna roll on with the rest of the video. Bye. Oh, you're so pretty, Nugs. Is that a little Mexican dress? No?
Well, we're going for another land adventure, and I'm pretty stoked about this one because we got this random message from a Delos follower on YouTube, on Instagram. They live near Tulum, and they said, we would love to take you guys around the area to see some sweet spots, cenote swimming, cenote diving, and maybe some local beaches. This picture of us make us look pretty normal. I promise we're weirder than we look.
They look so nice and wholesome, and I have a feeling that they're a little bit on the crazy side because we had a little chat with them on WhatsApp the other night, and they seemed a bit wild. So this could be an exciting trip. Okay, let's go. Venga, vamos.
Let's do this.
Oh, raise the roof, Nugs, raise the roof.
We're going.
We are packing everything up. And it's a big load when you have a child.
Yeah, it's a little bit different traveling with a
It takes
Nugget.
3 people to carry everything.
Just to carry the Nugget survival gear. Water off. AC off, off, off. One of the best parts about traveling by sailboat is that you take your home and all your stuff with you everywhere you go. But the closest anchorages to Tulum where we'd be cenote diving are pretty unprotected, and all the marinas were full. So we'd be leaving Delos in Isla Mujeres and making the trip to Tulum via taxi, ferry, and a couple different car rides fueled by tacos and beer. So with our full stash of everything we could possibly need to survive an apocalypse with a baby, we set off towards our first leg of the journey. Buenos días. Vamos a Ultramar. Hola amigo, ¿qué tal? This is our friend Juan, who we met earlier during a wild day of land dinghying around. He's an absolute legend and offered to drive us halfway to Tulum. Thanks for picking us up.
Yeah, no worries. There's one rule in the car. I can't drink, but you guys can.
Oh, that's the rule?
Do you want a beer?
Sure.
Let's do this.
I like this
right
already.
there.
What did I say?
Yeah, you
I
called
said,
it.
how long is it going to be before Juan gets us a beer?
Not very long.
Salud.
Yay, cheers. Cheers, Nugs. Cheers. I love it here. He's the best.
He's the best.
Where are we going now?
We're gonna go just for a quick round around the hotel zone of Cancun so that you guys get to see like the touristy part, and then we're gonna make our way to Puerto Morelos, which is a small town that I really like. So
Cool. Vamos.
let's do this
Is this what you listen to all day long?
all day long, man. I don't listen to anything else if it's not mariachi. I am sort of not stopping on purpose, but I can stop it.
No, it's okay. I'm just gonna get a picture of the tourists waiting in line to take their picture with the Cancun sign as we slowly, oh, selfie, bye. What are we getting here, dude?
We're getting coconut cream water, man. This thing was like the Godspeed, and this is what came out, man.
This is like God's pee, huh? All right. Oh, it looks so good.
Oh, she got the meat.
Yes, guys, I got you the meat, girl.
Holy, that's so sweet.
Basically, when I told you it was pea, it's sugar with a little bit of Godspeed. Just a little bit of Godspeed.
Welcome to Puerto Morelos.
Mojito, cerveza, or margarita?
See.
See.
Where are we headed now?
We're headed to meet up with our friends that are gonna take us to the diving and all that stuff. So
And they're gonna meet us in Playa del Carmen
yes, Playa del Carmen.
and then drive us the rest of the way.
Hope so. There they are.
Hi.
How are you guys doing?
Nice
Good.
to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
What are you guys doing? Chilling
Oh,
in the
you got
mall?
some bars? Yeah. Hey. Well,
Yes, you're ready on
thanks
time.
for picking us up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, we're gonna have a good time.
You travel well prepared, good sir.
You have to travel this way in Mexico.
Dos Equis, see.
Uh-oh.
I'm coming in for the big hug, buddy.
Uh-oh.
Thank you. Thank you, that was fun. Thanks for the ride.
It's been awesome, man.
You're legends.
Thank you so much, guys.
Have a safe drive, man. All right, we'll
Yeah,
see
yeah.
you.
And,
We'll keep in touch.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, this looks like such a cute little neighborhood. We just arrived and I think this is us. And I think it's Brock's friend's Airbnb. So I'm excited to look inside. Some neighborhoods have pools or a park, but here in Tulum, a day out with the family means a trip to one of the local cenotes. So after settling into our new pad, we hopped in the car to do some cenote exploring.
Today's adventure is
Cenotes!
wow.
Ready to go.
Ready to go, guys?
Action.
Ready for
Ready.
some cenote swimming?
I'm so ready. It's so hot
It's so
in here.
hot. Is the baby nugs ready?
Yeah.
Getting ready.
Getting ready? Excited?
Yeah, it looks like a really cool spot. I'm excited to check it out with the mask underwater. See what we can see. Apparently there's a cool little like cave thing we can swim through, but it's like you have to hold your breath for a long time, so we'll see if we can do it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's cold.
Cold.
Ready, Nugs? The belly's
The fish he's eating your feet, Heather? The spawfish. I'm calling these fish spawfish because in Southeast Asia, they used them in plastic tubs for a spa dead skin removal treatment on your feet. But if anyone knows the real name, just comment below. Are they eating the dead skin off your feet? Oh, they're getting me too. Cannibal!
It's very cool to swim into this like crevice here.
Here comes the baby. This is supposed to be fun. Whoa. So cenote is your new favorite
Yeah, I think cenotes are like my new favorite thing. It's like combining freshwater, and you can dive down and there's like cool caves to look at, and you can swim through holes, and I don't know, I think it's just really fun. It's a cool vibe.
It is good. What do you think about cenotes?
Yeah, this is so refreshing. I love it. It's like not too warm here. Just the water's really cool, and it's just nice to hang out. Very like calm and quiet. It's great.
Our first cenote dip was pretty amazing, but this was just a warm-up for what was to come. The next day, we'd be making the trip to the Dos Ojos Park to dive one of the most famous and iconic cenotes in Mexico, the Pit.
Ready to go for a dive.
Yeah?
Yeah, cenote diving today is gonna be pretty cool.
How stoked are you?
I'm super stoked. I think it's gonna be a really unique experience for all of us. And it's really nice of Brock to be able to watch Nugget, because then all three of us get to go diving together, which is pretty special.
You woke up very chipper this morning, very excited.
Yeah, I'm in a feisty mood.
She is in a feisty mood.
So excited. We're just gearing up. Then we're gonna do a little brief, and then we're gonna jump in.
So where are we actually?
That's the sky.
It's called Dos Ojos.
Which means two eyes.
What's your name, sir?
My name is Aiden.
Nice to meet you, Aiden.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you for taking us diving this
You're
morning.
welcome. You're more than welcome.
So we're at a place called Dos Ojos, a dive called The Pit.
Yes, this is the a legendary site that we call the Pit, known for the beauty with the lights, with the laser beams, with the yellow line. I'll be talking about it in a while. And it's my office, so
This is
you're
your
welcome
office?
to. Yeah.
Cool. And is this your company?
Is it? Yes, the name of the company,
Cenote Guy.
the Cenote Guy. It's a company that is dedicated only and only in cenote diving, cavern diving.
Aiden gave us an in-depth briefing about our dive plan. We would enter the pit from a platform and then descend into the sinkhole to a depth of about 80 feet, where we would encounter a rocky area shrouded in a thick layer of hydrogen sulfide, a poisonous gas that's released as leaves and other vegetation that have fallen into the cenote start to rot at depth. Then we would start slowly ascending towards the surface and exploring the outer edges of the sinkhole, which are covered in beautiful stalactite formations. We would also see the natural phenomena of a halocline, when the fresh water from the jungle meets the higher density salt water from under the peninsula, creating a visible hazy separation.
I know, guys, it's a bit risky. I know that you've been diving all around the world, but I bet it's one of the best visibility you will ever see in your life.
As we approached the bottom of the pit, we noticed a dense cloud that looked impenetrable. It turns out that this cloud is created from organic matter like leaves, branches, and even animals falling into the cenote and settling onto the bottom. In the oxygen-deprived environment, this organic matter is consumed by bacteria that excrete hydrogen sulfide gas. So in essence, we were diving through an acid cloud. It's a bit unnerving going into the cloud and completely losing visibility, and quite easy to get disoriented, which is one of the reasons why this type of diving is only for experienced divers. But on the other side, we found a magical world unlike any other we experienced underwater before.
How was that? You guys like that? Fantastic, huh?
Well, that, Kaz?
Oh, that's amazing.
Wasn't that good?
Okay. I'm gonna start this.
Start the climb?
Holy man. Epic. Woo!
What was your favorite part about the dive, Kaza?
The lighting.
The lighting was amazing, huh?
Looking back on the rays of lights hitting through the water and seeing like divers
The
coming
shafts
down.
of light coming down, it was so spectacular.
So beautiful.
It's hard to do it justice.
Yeah.
How about, what was your favorite part, Tay?
Being surrounded by the rocks and like seeing some of the walls and the fossils and stuff.
Yeah,
That was
I really
really
enjoyed
cool.
that. Pretty cool, man. Thank you so much. That was amazing.
Diving chapter 1.
Boom.
Now chapter 2. Taj Mahal.
So we're taking a little, I think 40-minute car ride, and we're heading to our second cenote dive for today.
It's called Taj Mahal, which is cool because that's our funny nickname for Tay. Taylor turns into Tay, which turns into Taj, which sometimes goes to Taj Mahal.
Yeah. Taj.
Taj. So it's Taj Mahal, not Taj Mahal. By the way.
Close enough.
Wow, cool, huh? 2 cenote dives in one day.
It's completely different from the pit. The configuration is different. Once again, it's a penetration dive in which we will pass almost like 90% of the dive under the sailing, okay? That's why I know that you're doing well under the water, but this dive may be more, not technical, but you know, it may,
Pay attention
you
to
may
your head.
feel sometimes that we're far away from the exit. It's getting very dark.
More claustrophobic.
I rather follow the guide. It's more oppressive, let's say. Okay, it's a cavern dive. We're going to follow the line, the yellow line, and I like to do it counterclockwise, this way. Okay. So we're going to stay close to the line. We're going to follow the line. It's going to be our visual reference.
It turns out the system of caverns is really part of a gigantic, slowly moving underwater river system that runs for hundreds and hundreds of miles underground. And we'd be exploring just a tiny, tiny fraction of this system of caverns that lies hidden beneath the jungle. This fuzzy barrier we're seeing here is called a halocline layer, and it's caused by the lighter fresh water settling above the denser salt water that lies under the Yucatan Peninsula. The fresh water floats on top of the salt water, and the difference in density is what causes the blurriness. But on either side of the barrier is crystal clear with amazing visibility. Our main job here, besides just enjoying the experience, was following Aiden and the ever-present guideline that would keep us from getting lost or taking a wrong turn. We'd swim underwater for minutes at a time with nothing but the cavern roof above us, and then suddenly, we'd pop up into a cenote where the roof had collapsed, giving us an incredible light show in view of the jungle above.
This is cenote diving.
We'd been underwater for almost an hour, although it seemed to pass in the blink of an eye. We barely just scratched the surface here, and can see why cenote diving is such an addicting experience. We'll definitely be back for more.
Cheers.
Nice job. Thank you. That was incredible.
You're welcome.
Oof. Up next on Delos, we play the waiting game, looking for the right weather for our 1,000-mile passage to Panama, but making the most of our time with playing above and below the water and even teaching Tay how to make moonshine. Nugs, our crazy neighbors are playing music again. Let's go see what they're up to.
She will do it however she wants it.
Okay, hold on, wait for it.
That's a specialty roof right
It's gonna be more penetration. Well, we all have our things, I guess.
I gotta focus. Man, what a wild ride hanging out with the Delos crew. Wait, come here, bring that in. Give it to me for real if you're gonna give it. This is Brian signing off.